Howdy ho, vagabond souls.
Hey there.
This is Hotsy Malone, and I am Tim Not Malone. This week we're going to be telling you about the maiden voyage of the travel trailer coming up in September.
We're so excited.
There's lots of stuff to do and lots of stuff to prepare for. We're going to tell you about that, so here we go.
Hey there, so we are going to take a week's vacation and go camping, not too far away from home, but when you're in this campsite, it's like you're in a whole nother area. It's very secluded and really beautiful. So being the organizer that I am, I came up with camping trip preparations because we've only ever gone out in this camper once, and that was for like what, 3 days, 4 days maybe, and that was pre-renovation, so it was totally different then. So this is going to be our first voyage in it with all the new accoutrements and decorations and everything, and we're bringing both dogs. So I kind of broke it down to camper, truck, dogs, clothes and shoes, because of course I will, have to bring some cool camping ensembles, which I will show you when we're out there, and then food and drinks.
Okay, and I'm kind of responsible for the maintenance and fixing everything. So part of what I've done is I've been preparing, not just for this trip, but for the whole big trip and everything. The last couple of weeks I put on shocks and new brake pads all around, new wheel bearings on the truck, and
you'll remember we got all new tires on the truck.
Yeah, and I want to have this ready for this trip, so I've got that done. Another thing we're going to be doing is testing out how we get Wi-Fi.
Yes.
I've got two solutions for getting Wi-Fi. Now, when we leave, I'm planning on working continuously from the road, which I'm able to do because of my work. And the first thing I've got is Netgear Nighthawk. The second thing is MoFi 4500. Now, these are both 4G LTE solutions. I don't think I need the 5G and all the expense of that. So I got a good deal on these. I've tested them here and got them going to make sure they go. Now we're going to take them out and try it out there. I've got a couple of antennas also for them. Anyway, we're going to test out there and see if we can make it work there.
Yeah, our campsite, it has a lot of trees. We always go for shaded areas because, Tim being a redhead and doesn't like to be in the sun, and I'm not fond of heat either. So we always try to find shady places, and with shade comes lots of trees. So of course we need to make sure that when we are in that kind of locale that the Wi-Fi works for him.
Right. Well, and she makes a good point. We're, as much as possible, we're going to be in the shade.
Yeah.
Unless it's like fall or something where it's not hot, and it's more the beating sun beating down on me that bothers me. I can handle like it just being hot and muggy maybe, but with the sun on me on that too, I can't take it.
Yeah.
I just can't.
It literally gets sick.
So anyway, these are a bunch of the preparations we're making.
So the Wi-Fi, I put down, because, we do watch a lot of videos. So everybody is always talking about check your tire pressure. Before you leave anywhere, check the tire pressure. And so that goes on the camper and the truck.
Yes, and there's kind of a checklist that you're supposed to do as you walk. You walk around both vehicles before you leave to make sure you haven't left anything, or that something, you check the locks on your doors and that your steps are up and all that stuff before you leave. So and that's part of that whole checklist too. And
Tim, of course, is like responsible pretty much. Although I do want to learn, he's responsible for all that, like the hitch and all that kind of outside stuff, camper related, electrical and water and sewage and the whole 9 yards.
And luckily I've had a lot of experience camping, period. We had a
grandpa camper.
Yeah,
to start
a
with.
Class C that we started with, and I got it basically because Patsy's a city girl, and I knew that. I wanted to see if she could go camping and enjoy it, and because that was kind of all the testing up and preparing for our long journey,
And I loved it.
Yeah, she did. She passed with flying colors, and,
Yeah.
and so that's why we've invested everything we've invested so far in getting ready to go. And all this preparation is also, about us when we leave. That's only about 6 or 7, 8 months away.
Yeah, I mean, it's really coming up quick. I was thinking the other day about, I actually asked my boss when I need to give her a notice, and she's asked me to give her a month's notice at least, because my position, it was kind of a revolving door of people that would get in there and then get bored or whatever and not stay. And it's the kind of position that when they hire you, they want you to stay there. It's not, they don't want to hire you with you having the hopes of climbing up a ladder. They want somebody to stay in that position. So I told them, hire an older person, because, if you hire somebody who is just comfortable with that and doesn't want to like move on in the company and just, is happy to have a job to go to every day before they retire, then, Bob's your uncle. So anyway, I'm getting really excited because it is seriously right around the corner of
Yes.
when we're going to take off.
So all this preparation that we've been doing for even just for this trip, this first, it's all about that too, because
Yeah.
most of the stuff I'm doing with the truck, it's all not going to have to be done again. A lot of it ever. As long as we have the truck,
Yeah. So this will be the first time for us using some of our new kitchen stuff, like our new grill, which he has to season before we use
I got a
it.
Blackstone grill that I have to season, but luckily I'm a big cast iron proponent, so I know a hell of a lot about seasoning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so part of the checklist is, talking about any of the indoor and outdoor kitchen stuff we need, because we took everything out of the camper to renovate it, so now is like really being thoughtful about putting stuff in that's going to stay. Have to put clean sheets on and make sure we have plenty of towels, and check the first aid kit, which I had bought a couple years ago, so we need to check that.
And we've got 2 of them now, because I bought one too. I didn't know she bought one.
Well, no, you can't have enough of them. And then our fire extinguisher, we know that it probably needs to be replaced.
We're probably going to replace it big
Yeah.
time. Maybe even get an extra one or something.
Yeah, I think the truck's, other than checking tire pressure and stuff, it's probably going to be really good to go.
Yeah, that's the idea. Is to, you never know what can happen, but to the best of my ability, I've gone through it and done everything that I think I can do to make it last for another 100,000 miles, which is what I'm going to try to get out of it.
So you need to make sure you have a little tool kit with some,
Right.
just basic tools that if something went wrong, and that you could whip out the tools and.
Well, I'm actually I have a separate set of tools, one for the RV with like plumbing stuff in it, and so things like that, electrical stuff that might happen in there. So it's kind of lightweight tools. I've also got another thing that's just for the truck that has all the ratchets and spanners and everything that I could possibly need to work on the truck if I get stuck someplace.
Yeah.
So
are you going to bring the tire blower upper thing?
Yeah, I've got. What it is, it's a 12-volt one you plug in. It's a little compressor.
Yeah.
And it will go, does like 150 pounds. It'll take them up to. And
so if you happen to have a low tire, you can
I
can blow it up.
Absolutely, that's
Yeah.
how I'll fill up the tires. And I can do it anywhere, anytime, whatever.
That's cool. So then we have dogs that are coming, and we bought them both new beds. And so we have to make sure that we have food bowls and water bowls and food, obviously. Our little dog eats a special Hills Science diet for urinary tract problems, and our other dog eats, basically the kitchen sink.
Ziggy.
And we have to make sure there's treats for them. We have to make sure there are outdoor runs for them, because unfortunately neither one of them will just hang with us and be cool, stay around the camp dogs. They will bolt and go exploring into the next county.
Well, I don't know. We'll have to see, but because I mean that when they were younger, but I think
They always bolted.
yeah, they always did. But I think anymore, since then they've gotten out and then come back on their own and things like that. So, I mean, we can't. We'll have to have them on a lead.
On runs, unfortunately.
And we'll have to walk them is what
Yes.
we're going to do. So
So we got to make sure we bring leashes,
Yeah.
and I got to get new flea collars for them because they're due anyway. So there's that stuff. The dogs.
yeah, and we
then
make our menu and
Yeah.
and all that before we go. We'll have.
groceries.
Yeah, we have like an outdoor
drinks.
kitchen and an indoor kitchen. I don't like cooking indoors because it heats the place up and food cook.
I'm
food-
just holding your hand.
Oh, okay. Food cooked outside tastes so good. So
Yes.
I mean, I like to cook out there. We'll do at least one meal that's like with charcoal on a grill and that kind of stuff. So
I'm glad you said that because I was thinking about that. Like, there's just certain things you want that flavor of.
yeah,
You know.
breakfast. I love
Yeah.
breakfast. Bacon and eggs and
Yeah.
biscuits done outside. And and again, I'm a good cook. I can do all. I started out cooking outside, which kind of got me into the rest of it. But that's my favorite kind of cooking.
Right.
So.
Then of course there's picking out the clothes and shoes, and so.
It's easy.
Tim,
It's
Tim
easy
is
for me.
easy. I mean, he can take. We're going to be gone for, well,
Basically a week.
yeah, a week, and then arriving a half day, and then leaving a half day, kind of thing. But so basically a whole week of clothing. So that for him means 3 or 4 pairs of jeans and some t-shirts. For me, it's an outfit every day.
And a jacket or something because
Oh yeah,
it
jacket,
does,
because we don't know.
it does get cool in the mornings anyway.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
next to water, it gets cool.
And so I have to come up with an outfit for each day, and
And what we will have a morning, when she comes out in the morning, we'll have a little video of each time she steps out the door in her camping accoutrement.
yes, it's the camping runway
and
with Hotsy Malone.
and this is something we've kind of done before, but it's just like it's always been like made a big deal of our. I've like she comes out and I'm just like shaking my head because she'll come out and now it's cool stuff. I mean, it looks really good, but I'm like I'm the type of person who wears jeans and kind of general stuff out, especially camping.
Yeah.
that-
Well, I mean, I like to, that's just me. I'm sorry.
she'll have fall sweaters and like really comfortable looking things, shawls and stuff.
Well, and some jewelry and boots.
To
and-
sit around the campfire, maybe take the dogs for a walk.
Well, hey, you never know who you're going to run into,
Yeah.
and so I want to look fashionable. And of course, when we're out for our run, the big, get out on the road time. I mean, I plan to look very stylish. I'm not going to just do jeans and some, Hooters t-shirt or something and just be like, hey, I mean, I've got to like have some ensemble each day because that's just me.
Well, and I agree with that. I like that. That's one of the things I like about her. I think she's got great style. And out there, I think there is some point to where that's great if we're going someplace, but if you're like, I don't know, I mean, I think comfort is a big thing,
Well, remember, we're the family circus, and I'm definitely planning on being an attraction.
That's a good point.
How about that?
Yeah, I love that. That's good. Okay, well, we will keep you up to date with everything. We still got to show you the inside of the RV when it's
Yeah,
on.
I've been gone, so I haven't been able to totally finish all my decorating. So
And this coming weekend, I'm planning on Saturday. I've got to work on the truck a little bit more, backup camera, the center stoplight, and I'm going to flush the engine and change the oil. And then it's done, ready. It's ready and done. But then on Sunday, especially it's supposed to be like sunny all weekend, I'm gonna wash. Wash the
Rosie.
the trailer. I'm washing Rosie. Yes, and I've got a pressure washer with a what are they called, soap cannons thing.
Yes.
I'm ready. I'm telling you.
Oh, by the way, one of the guys I work with today, he came up to me and he was like, "How's Rosie?" And I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "How's Rosie?" And And I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, Rosie. And I went, my camper? And he goes, yeah. And I said, have you been watching? And he goes, yeah. He said, one of the other guys at work told him, hey, you should watch Hatzi's YouTube channel. So he started watching some of the episodes.
Yeah, so, yeah, you should get...
I said that.
Yeah, you should get other people to watch your episodes. Share them.
Yes, please share.
If
you like it, like, send it to your friends and say, hey, look at these goofballs.
Yeah, and if you like the content that we're providing you, please subscribe. We're trying to get our numbers up, and this is kind of where we're heading. We're getting closer to it being a lot of RV camping type content. Of course, there'll be music in there and stuff in between everything.
But it'll be our weekly what's happening, where we're
Yeah.
at. I plan to, like, in certain cities that we go to, or towns, cities, like quirky little towns, try to find, like, you know, the coolest little restaurant there, the coolest little thrift store if they have one, or like what's the big thing in that little town.
Yeah, except for the eating part of that or whatever. Mostly I'll be in the car waiting for her to come out of the thrift shop or whatever.
No, you'll be filming it, so you'll be going in.
Oh, yeah, oh, geez. No, you can do I'll give you the thing where you can film yourself.
Okay, yeah. All right. Whatever.
Anyway, we'll see you all later.
Okay, bye. Thanks
Bye.
for watching us. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, take care. Bye.